Good afternoon, folks. Welcome back to another episode of UndercoverETuk UK, and we are going to analyse it, folks. If you didn't watch the last video, you can watch this one. It's just an analysation of the last video. For all those that did watch the last video, you may have struggled to see some stuff. All right, it was the original footage. I just put it out there. What I've done is I've run it through a generator, and I've managed to get it at 60 frames per second, and we can slow it down even further at that point. And honestly, folks, what we're going to see is really, really smooth movement of these images, of these objects. And it's incredible, absolutely incredible. Well done, Gavin Young, is all I can say. And keep going, mate, keep going. Before we get into it, thank you so much for all the support. Please subscribe, please subscribe. I do need your support. I want to get to the point where I can put memberships out there. I've got plans. I know where I want to be. This is a disclosure channel, so you'll notice, for anyone who's been watching the channel, you'll notice I don't really and ah too much about what I'm seeing. Once I've seen the same objects enough times in enough places by enough credible people, I can pick up footage and I can tell you what it is or what we're looking at based on previous videos, on previous evidence. And I'll always back it up. But you won't show me showing anything that's blatantly fake. So if you like the thought of disclosure, you like the thought of this all coming out, please subscribe to the channel, because that's the goal. Okay. Okay. Let's get straight into what we're going to do today. So there's a video I want to just go on to first before we do anything else. So this one was posted by Andy Cox. I'm not too sure if I've gone over it already, but I feel like I need to before we get on to the analysation of Norfolk. So this was taken in Wales, I believe, and Andy said, yeah, go for it, put it on the channel. And I think at that time a lot of stuff came in, and I lost my voice, it all got delayed, so I can't remember whether I did or didn't, but anyway, this is particularly good because you see this orb. A lot of people will say, look, it's closer to the lens, it's a bug, it's just an out of focus bug. Look, these birds are in focus right now, okay? The camera's got them nice and perfect, right? They're in focus, I think we'll all agree. This orb, which is a big orb, like I say, basketball size. I hate this player. Never plays ball, the Facebook player. You see, it goes behind. It goes behind the bird. And that, for me, really, is confirmation that it's not a focus thing. It's just an orb thing. It's a UFO thing. Alright, I'm going to play it again. Well done, Andy Cox, for spotting it out. And, just like myself, you've received a lot of criticism over it. The people that get this sort of stuff, they did speak up on your behalf and said, look, and I was one of them. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, so all I can say is it ties in really well with what I'm about to show you guys. So Norfolk, 27th for the 10th. Okay, so just 2 days ago, and then we got one here with the saucer. Honestly, I got more than 2 videos from Gavin, on this day, but and on previous days, but these 2 are really, really, really good. So let's get into the saucer one first, folks. I know you guys have been waiting for me to do this analysation, and yeah, you can see how smoothly now this plane is. It may look a little bit jerky at times. It's because the plane is moving one way, and poor Gavin is right on the coastline trying to keep a steady hand. Okay, a little bit of volume there. So, I mean, I'll start it again because I was waffling on. Look for the orbs, folks. Look for the orbs, because these things are legit. They're up in the sky. They're up quite high, and there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of saucers in this clip. That's another that right there, I believe, is a saucer. And you can see it blinking in and out as it moves through the sky, folks. just go back to it. Insane. Now, and we're going to do this on almost all the objects, because this is a full analysation of the video, and I need to show the viewers exactly why this is not just a bug or a bird. I mean, for a start, it's moving mega quick, okay? Secondly, it's blinking in and out of visual, and I know that's still not enough to convince some people, but keep watching the video, folks, because it gets more and more. Look at that. It's just insane. It's changing shapes each time it reappears as well. It's something out of a science fiction movie, honestly. What we're looking at here is crazy. And the movement of these things, the way they're hovering and spinning around as well when we do see the sources, it just reminds me of something out of a movie or the Twilight Zone. It's just insane. Now, we've got a lot going on there, folks, and again, even at 60 frames per second, it's incredibly hard to work out what just happened there. So we can slow it down even further. I'll ditch the volume. You can tell he's at the beach. Let me know in the comments, Gavin, is it Walcott Beach you're at again? I just presume you're at the same place every time. Check that out, moving right across the centre, folks. Look. And you would have thought, oh, that's just a bird. A bird can't do that, you know. The plasma jets you're seeing either side of it, that's what looks like the wings. So they're not wings. The blinking in and out shows us with definitively they're not birds. There you go, another one. Just blinks right through the centre of the screen. It's insane, folks. Absolutely insane. You know, and we've had to mess around with this video to get it playing that slow, to even get a glimpse of what these things are. So, you know, it's not easy. It's not easy to do, and most people would video this, look at their phones, and go, "There's nothing there." On a mobile phone, the pixels are squashed down, and you really can't see any dots in the sky. So that's why I always say, send the footage in. I'll look at it. If you've even got an inkling there might be something there, send it in to me. I'll look at it. It's insane, and look, that one could be close to the lens. It could be, right? You just got to take into account everything in the video. It's literally exactly the same as what we just saw from Andy Cox there in Wales. And I think I'm right in saying, Andy, I asked you in the chat, in the comments, where was it taken, and you said Wales, and I went, bloody hell, Wales again. Honestly, I've got so much in Wales. I've got 12 videos in Wales, taken over a period of 2-3 months, and it just keeps coming in. Oh, are we not back to normal speed? Let's go back to normal speed. It honestly, like we could wait all day if we play it in that speed, but when we see something, we'll go back. So again, this is real time. Look at this dot just fly past. Super quick, folks. Just ridiculous speed, and you know that's how you know. That's how you know that it's not your conventional bug. It's just going too fast. There it is. Blink, blink, blink. You know, at normal speed, it just looked like it was just an object going really fast, and then you slow it down, and you realise it's blinking through this. It's like, it's unreal, absolutely unreal. Check that out, folks. Look, we're gonna go back over that in real time, and then we're gonna go over it in slow mo. Look, it blinks into the screen and then stops blinking. And look, you know what we're going to do here, folks. You know it's coming. Look, looks like a bloody fly. Put it this way, right? Put it this way, folks. If this is a fly, okay, tell me why it's flying sideways. Okay, it's going upwards in this direction, yet the wings are side to side. It looks like it's facing that way or this way, yet it's going that way. Alright, explain that one to me. Here we go. I'm going to slow this down. Blink, blink, blink. No blink. I mean, what the hell is that? It's our black orb, isn't it? It's our UFO. It's our saucer. You know, and that's all I can. Look. That's just insane to me. There ain't no bug that flies like that. There ain't no bug that flies like that. And that quick as well. Like, we play it in real time. It's just, look, and it appears here again. Like, what the hell is that? It just drops down casually. Look. And Gavin, you've actually messaged me before with other previous footage, which I still haven't shown yet. And you've gone, look, I've caught loads of bugs in this one. And I'm like, Gavin, they're not bugs, mate. They're just not bugs. Here's the thing: a bug looks like a bug. When you actually video a bug with a decent camera, it will look like a bug. And those vaguely look like, okay, I'm shutting up. Here comes the saucer, top left. We've got it slowed down, folks. I will play it in real time so you can see. Now this one reminds me of the one that was captured not in Baltimore, because that was a Tic Tac UFO, but the Baltimore video, you know, the thumbnail for that video, for anyone who's watched it before. This thing looks like that UFO. Seriously good capture, and the way this thing just comes down, it's creepy. It just glides down casually. Again, there's a potential for it being a bird. There is. But I'm 95% sure this is a source of UFO. Even towards the end, it sort of changes its angle, and it looks like it's got black wings. But I can tell you now, we're not seeing too many birds with white bodies with black wings flying over the East Coast. Not to say it's not possible, but you know, there's probably only one bird that flies through this whole clip, and it comes after this. So in my opinion, that is a really good source. And I'm going to go back over it now, and I'm going to do this at normal, at real time. Okay, and real time, it is literally, it is smooth. It's creepy. It's seriously creepy, and I've done a few screenshots. You know I have, and I'm going to do some in a moment. But this moment here, it really does look like it could be a bird or something. But look, black wings, white body. Like I say, I'm not saying those sort of birds don't exist, but I don't think we see too many of them over the UK. It could be, like I say, it could be wings, but then why would they be shaded? That's something you'd expect to see underneath the wing, not on top. Yeah, again, you know what? That's a pretty good grab. So let's go with that one and just see what we get. I think we're just going to get a white splodge with two black objects either side of it. I think that's all we're going to get. But you can see there's more to it. There's something back here. That's a weird object, folks. Weird object, and I don't know what we're going to get from this. I might label it up strange. You know we got to do it, folks. We got to do it. And yeah, I mean the footage itself it's just unreal, absolutely unreal. While Pickwish is loading up, let's just look, folks. Zoom in a little bit on this one first, I think. Let's take that. It's pretty blurry. We'll see what it gives us. Alright, blur to clear. Let's try the first snippet. I don't know, folks. I don't know. I'm 95% sure that's a UFO based on. Yeah, it's not giving us too much, is it? Look, white thing in the middle, black things either side. Don't even resemble a bird. Yeah, it's not one I'm really on the fence on. There's too much UFO, too many UFOs in the clip to suggest it's something else. But we do also have a bird come through in a minute, and it's really important we see that because it's so clear. The bird is so clear, and you know, if anyone's still on the fence, I think seeing an actual bird in that clip will help. Yeah, I mean that's just I mean it's not a bird, okay? Whatever it is, it's not a bird. Really, really strange, folks. Really strange. Hence I labelled them up as strange. Got a fly in front of me. Right. Let's keep watching at normal speed because I do want to see this bird. I want to show you guys what the bird looks like. It's a fly. Go away. Little tiny little fly. Another orb just comes down here, folks. I don't know if you saw it. There's seriously a lot going on. I haven't picked out everything, folks, because it's obvious stuff. Like we've seen the same stuff in the skies of Wales, all over the world, East Texas, Oklahoma, just all over the place. Let's see if I can't find that bird. It might be in. We've got another video to go over, by the way, folks, and the other one is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. If you thought this one was mad, I'm sure it's just after this saucer dips down, but I could be wrong. Could be the other video, but we'll have a quick look and then we'll move on. I mean, saucer aside, there's a lot going on up there. Yeah, particularly the first sort of 30 seconds of the video, it's a lot of objects moving around. But okay, I haven't seen this bird yet, so we're going to move on to the next video. Hopefully it's there. You know, same camera, same guy, same place, same day. So we can take a lot from the next video as well. And he also zooms in on a plane and gets really, really good. He gets his hand quite steady. So what we capture in the next video is awesome, folks. Awesome. And you can see I've labelled it up as the second one. I labelled up the first one as saucer because we see that object coming down. But in reality, folks, all these dark orbs that are changing shape, like that one, that's a saucer, in my opinion. They're just moving around like these orbs. Look, folks, it's insane. and it just, this is how the video starts, and trust me, it's how it ends as well. Too much going on. I'm going to play it once and then we're going to slow it down in the areas we need to. Also, let me know your thoughts in the comments, folks. Is there something going on our east coast of the UK, do you think, with all this being recorded every week by Gavin Young? Is there anyone else in Norfolk that could potentially do this as well? So we got different angles. Gavin, if you know anyone that can work with you, buddy, we need different angles of these things. Look, it's just insane. Look at this. We've got orbs coming past. We've got sources right up there, high up in the sky, blinking, in and out, visual. Just look, just insane, folks. Insane. You know, when I slow this down even further, you're going to be like, what the hell? You know, look at that. They're just showing off. At this point, they are just showing off. All right, they are literally, they are saying hello, Gavin. You know, it's only a matter of time before they do you a whole performance up there. It's incredible. And I stress to everyone who's watching this, as a disclosure channel, why is it our officials, our press, cannot point a camera in the sky and capture this stuff? Why is it? It takes the people to send the footage to someone like me to have to convince the world that these things are real. Like, if you support me, I'm going to ask the hard questions at the right time. Believe me. I don't accept that this is happening above my house. This is happening on the island I live on, the island my kids live on. I don't accept. Everyone's got different belief on this. When they're up there, they're real. It's happening. That was insane. So yeah, please support me. Support me, and that supports disclosure, folks. It's not just my channel. I will ask you guys to subscribe and support anyone else's channel that's doing the same job, because we need to get this information out there. There's billions of people on the planet, and so few believe. In terms of the numbers, the ones that know more and believe, you know, several million, but in a population of billions, we need to do better. We need to do better, folks. There's room for it. Right. This is going to be insane. All right. We're going to play the video. When I see something, we're going to stop it. And look, I mean, we're going to be here for a while, folks. But you know what? It'd be worth the watch. It'd be worth the watch. Look at that, folks. Exactly. Look, oh my God. Look at, I didn't even notice that one. Look how big that one is. It's going straight for the lens. Look, it leaves an imprint in the sky, folks. And you know what? Now I'm seeing this, I'm thinking I need to do more. Jesus Christ. Look at that. What the holy shit are we seeing? Look, guys. That's mad. I didn't even, my voice is going again, right? Because I'm getting excited. That, Gavin, that is insane, mate. Absolutely insane. That's exactly what we saw in Wales by Andy Cox. Look, the size of it. What is to look, folks. I mean, it looks like the plane's holding it. That's just picture perfect, isn't it? It looks like the plane's holding it up. I'm saving that one. The screen grab of the century. I mean, honestly, I'll post that on Facebook or something, and people would be like, "It's a lens flare." I tell you what, that is insane. Isn't it insane? Look how we've got it as well. It looks like the plane's holding it up. Hey, you just couldn't look at that. I tell you what though, if the plane disappeared in that moment, wouldn't you freak out? I'd just be like, what the hell? Look at that. That's absolutely madness. Absolute madness. I can't believe that it's taken me to slow that down. that much in order to capture that, because that has evaded me in the whole time that I've been looking at this clip. Just insane, absolutely insane footage, folks. And I was saying to Gavin yesterday, I said that's border. I said just from the glimpses that I had of the video, I said to him, that is borderline. Look at this. Look at that. I said, borderline, mate, the best UFO video I've had come in. And he probably was like, well, because of the source up, mate. It's because of these things. Look, it literally close up, mate. A close up hello. And it's a shame we got wind and you're at the beach and there's people talking and there's a lot of background noise, because I bet you any money, if we could take all that out and just have nothing but the sky and the... I bet you that would have clicked or done something. You know, just insane. Absolutely. I don't want to come away from this extra slow-mo now because I don't want to miss anything. What do you think, folks? We'll be sat here for half hour watching a clip that lasts about a minute. You know. Alright, I've put it to 50%. This is where Gavin does his handiwork. He's got a real good focus on the plane. He's zoomed into pretty much the maximum he can, and he is trying to stabilise. And this is really, really good, because now we've got the plane in the centre of the screen, which is kind of like our go-to for movement. And look, you can see, folks, it is what it is. There's a lot going up in Norfolk, Walcott, East Coast. If we can get loads of cameras on the sky on a clear day, if we can coordinate it somehow, please, in the comments, folks. If you live in Norfolk and you're up for it, let me know in the comments. Maybe we can get a couple of people out there doing this on the clear day, and we can get, you know, have a meet up, everyone meet up in one spot, and try and capture from different angles, because this is just, if you're struggling with this, folks, you need to be on a big screen. You need to be on a big screen, because you're missing so much. You're missing so much. You're probably not. You're missing about half of it, because a lot of these things are getting close to the lens. So there's a bird. There you go, bottom left hand corner, folks. If you want to see what a bird looks like on a camera that's zoomed in, look, it looks like a friggin' bird. White body, black wings, but because the black wings are underneath, we can see they're shaded. It's not quite black wings, it's more like greyed out wings. I guess it would look black from a distance, but yeah, I'm not convinced that was a bird, that last one, especially because it was the way it was changing shape, and it just didn't look like a bird to start off with at all. Got another one dancing around here. Look, it's just insane, folks, insane. There's way too much going up on the skies there to say that you couldn't even say the majority of the ones that are bigger and closer to the lens are bugs, because just look at the sheer amount of movement going up on the sky. I mean, that one up there even looked like a bee for a moment, and then all of a sudden it changes, and you know, you can see plasma jets shooting out of the thing. It's, you know, incredible, absolutely incredible. So, in my opinion, right now the skies are teeming, absolutely teeming in Norfolk, and anyone who's near there. If I was near enough, I'd be there in a second. Okay, where I haven't been well and stuff and been off work, I can't justify it. But you know, it's the East Coast and I live on the West, so it'd be quite a drive. But folks, if you're on the East Coast, get your phones out, just start videoing anything that flies through the sky, and you'll look at that. Look at that. This has got to be borderline one of the best videos out there. That's come out recently from the UK, Gav, and used to apply probably a couple of the top 5 in my opinion. I'm not sure what happens there, but I know something's coming up. Like the whole screen glitches out then. Was it the camera just refocusing? It seemed that way. It seemed like a refocus happened. It went all a bit darker. You just saw a ball come right above the plane here. See that? It's right above the plane. It just... You can tell they're reconning the plane or doing something. But I love this, how he's managed to he's got the plane in the centre of the screen, and he's got his hand is steady. It's gone as stable as he can. I appreciate, mate. You know, it's cold and windy out there, and I mean, this is not by any means well, it is easy to do, but it's so, you'll find, look at that, those two. You'll find when you're filming, all of a sudden it becomes a challenge because you've got to keep that hand steady. You know, you can't always carry something to stabilise your camera around with you. Absolutely insane footage. We're coming up to the end, so I'm going to just leave it at 50% rolling, and we'll see what else we get. There's so much, I couldn't tell you now where we're at. I mean, another one just zips past. Just insane, folks, insane. So yeah, I think over the last few videos, I think we've squashed the bug argument completely. You know, with the clicks, the frequency sounds, Robert, a custodian file, his equipment going off when these things zip past, the hundreds and hundreds of videos that we have. We can squash the bug thing, we can squash the bird thing, and that only leaves something that is unknown, unidentified, and anomalous phenomena really does fit the bill, because these things are going in and out of translucency. They're visually, they're just, I don't know what to say, folks. I don't know what to say. Do you know what I do want to do? I want to play this, but I want to play this with an enhancement. I want to see if there's any portals in the skies, folks. I mean, that's just insane. But you know, like, with this much going on, I really feel like there's a portal in the sky, or there could be. You know, I always have that hunch, folks. And when I have that hunch, it's good to change the contrast, because sometimes we capture the flickering in the sky, and the flickering, like the stagnant flickering, not the movement of like objects going across the screen, but the stagnant flickering that stays there, normally builds a picture. And I thought I saw something back there, but definitely objects tagging that plane, by the way. It's clear as day on my big screen. You will need to be on a big screen to see that. But yeah. I appreciate this is a long video, folks, so if you are still watching with me, I'm going to play it like this in slow motion, and I'm just going to go through it with a contrast change, because you never know what we're going to capture, and in all honesty, like, we find something new every time we do something like this, so it might be worth watching. I'm fairly sure as well I'm going to have some footage coming in from Tony Franklin at East Texas soon, as well as more coming in from Gavin at Norfolk. So keep an eye out. I've got more footage that I haven't shown anyway that I'm sitting on, and I promise you I'll get it all out eventually, and it will be worth the wait. That's just insane. There's our bird. At least it looks like a bird. It was so clear, I can tell you now it looked like a seagull, which is what you would expect on the East Coast, or anywhere, to be fair. Absolute madness. And if anyone is still really on the fence with this, and they're like, nah, they're bugs. They're bugs. Look, okay, even if they are big bugs, even if you think they are just really big bugs, there's one towards the end of the video that splits off into two. It starts off as one object, it splits off into two or three. So, you know, you explain that one. As well as the clicking in the other videos, as well as them tagging these aeroplanes. Yeah, to me it's just insane. And it's a mixture as well. We've got these sources, which are these dark objects that we're seeing blinking across the sky. I believe they're sources, alright? Why do I believe they're sources? Because of the evidence that we've seen on previous videos. We've seen these things changing into sources and then changing back, okay? The Dragon UAP, they seem like little sort of basketball-sized objects that look solid, and they zip through and past the planes and through the skies at like 2,000 miles an hour. They tend to do their recon or whatever they're doing, and then they tend to go straight back to wherever they come from, wherever they're hiding, wherever they're sitting. A lot of the time it's in the ocean, in the water. We've seen them coming out of the water. I've also seen them hiding in grassland as well, and then shooting up, you know, when they want to do their recon. We've seen them in the coastline, over in America, Marina del Rey. We've seen them there. So again, coming up from the coast, from the ground, coming up, tagging the UAP, going straight back down. So we're seeing a variety of different things. We're also seeing the white objects as well. Now, these white objects that the Wales video, I said it was a white jellyfish UAP. The East Texas video, I said they were fairies. Honestly, I don't know what the hell they are. Okay, they seem to change shape. They seem to shoot out these orbs. They seem to associate themselves with these UAP, with these sources. They're never alone, these things. And I just feel like we're dealing with 3 or 4 different things in the skies at the moment. And they're all related. They're all related. But I can tell you now, they're not all the same craft. They're not all the same. They don't all potentially have the same job. So the Dragon UAP, they do recon. The white UAP that stay as white UAP, like the one we saw in Wales, they are in charge of the things that are doing the recon. I literally got video of this white thing spitting these orbs out. And then you've got the UFO. You've actually got the sources, the black sources that we're seeing blinking in and out and turning into sources. These things are also firing out these orbs at incredible speeds. So there's a connection between the white objects and the sources. There's a connection between the objects that we're seeing, these fast-moving UAP. A lot of people call them fast movers. Honestly, all of these objects... Okay, just going to go back to the single that turns into a double or triple. See this thing coming in here? Insane. Insane. Here it comes. No, it splits off, goes back to 1. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, folks. It's just what we're looking at is mind-boggling. I know it looks like it's not real. It looks like it's something created. That's because what they're doing, what they're capable of, is absolutely insane, folks. It's insane to the point where it's almost unbelievable. Okay, the only reason why I do believe it is because I know it's happening in the skies. I can physically tell you that something is in the sky. I can tell you that it's doing all the things that we can't do. All right. So with definitive evidence like that, I can tell you now we are not alone in the universe. There are things out there. Our skies are absolutely teeming, and I need your support. I need you guys to help me get disclosure out there in the UK and for the rest of the world. I'm just going to show footage from everywhere, and while it's prevalent in the UK, I'm going to keep showing it, folks. Every day, every week it comes in, I'm going to show it. So please subscribe to the channel. Please like what I'm doing, like all the videos. I suggest you watch all of them as well. This one's an absolute banger. Do you know what, folks? Of course I'm going to be a bit biased to myself, but literally all the videos that I've done recently, or in fact all the videos I've done over the last month, they're all bangers. They're all bangers. They're all showing real, credible footage, and we're learning something new from every other video. It's insane, folks. So, yeah, please, please, please. And if you want to support Undercover ET the Undercover ET channel in a bigger way, you can do via PayPal, undercoveretuk@gmail.com, and it's the same email address for getting your evidence into me. And just to finish off, I want to show you guys the Facebook page again, because this is where the evidence comes in, as well as email. It comes into me on Facebook, UndercoverETuk UFO/UAP evidence. Join it, introduce yourself, get uploading, folks. We'll talk about all things that we're finding on the net. We'll talk about all things that could be credible, not credible, things that we don't understand. And we've got a lot of patience in this group. Okay, it's growing nice and steadily. And anyone who's got any questions, feel free to jump in there and ask away. Thank you so much for your time, folks. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed that one. And we've got more to come this week. So thank you very much, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye for now.